please pay attention, because break of structure lets us know that the pair is actually going to be moving in the direction we think it's going to go. And here's what I mean by that. Let me create some space here and draw some stuff out for you. So when price is trending up, for example, it's not going to go in a straight line. It's not going to go straight up from A to Z, right? What it's going to do, it's going to move in waves. So what it's going to do is it's going to move for a little bit, right? And it's going to have a low, and it's going to have a high, and then it's going to go down and create what's called a higher low. This is for an uptrend. And then it's going to go up and break the previous high, create a higher high, come down, create a higher low, go up, break this previous high again, create a higher high, create a higher low, and it's going to keep doing this, right? So it's going to keep breaking the highs, and it's going to keep respecting the lows. And it's just going to keep going like this, right? In a trend line trader, we'll draw a trend line here, right? And say this pair is trending up, and they would be correct. Now, if a pair is going to reverse and start going to the other direction, what it's going to do is it's going to, so here's the last low. It's going to disrespect that low. It's going to break it and then create what's called, so this is a high. It's going to create what's called a lower high, a lower low, come down, and disrespect the low, create another lower low, right? Create a lower high, go down and create another lower low. So now it's respecting the highs and disrespecting the lows. It keeps breaking the lows, and that's trending down. All right. So if you get a signal for let's say a scan comes out right at this point, it's a bearish scan going down. Well, you don't want to take this as a sell until price has kind of shown its cards to you, like until it's broken this previous low, right? Until it's done that, you don't know what's going to happen here. It could come down and create a higher low and another higher high and just keep going up, right? So if you were to sell here prematurely before you got that break of structure, you're kind of gambling, because it could just do this, stop you out and you lose. You want to wait for this before you put your sell limit in here. All right, now let's go look at the charts and kind of show you what I mean. Let's go back to that example in the previous video, because it was pretty good. Let me scroll back right here. All right, and let me do the replay. We'll put that right here. All right, so let's say at this point you get a harmonic scan for this pair that's bearish. It says it's bearish. It's going to go down. All right, so you're looking at this, and you see up until this scan, it's been creating higher highs, which it keeps breaking over and over again, right? It keeps creating higher lows, which it keeps respecting over and over again, right? So this is trending up. So you've got a scan saying this is bearish, saying this is going down, right? But you don't have enough data yet to get into this as a sell. So you just kind of sit back and wait. All right, and let's play this forward a little bit. So now we see this happen. So we know this right here is a banker's candle. Why? Because it's the last up candle before a down move. Okay? But we don't want to place our sell limit here yet, because it hasn't broken structure. This could very easily come down right where it's at right now, right, and create a higher low, and then just keep going up, right? Create a higher high, another higher low, and just keep moving up, stop you out, and you lose the trade, right? This is very risky. It's basically like gambling. So we want to wait until we get that break of structure. So now we just wait. We sit back and we wait. And usually what I do at this point, and especially using TradingView, is I will put a horizontal line right here, and I'll create an alarm for it. All right. I can't create one right now because we're in replay mode, but I would set an alarm right here, and I would go off and enjoy my day, and then let price do what it's got to do. Right. So it does this. All right, keeps messing around, and then boom, we got break of structure. My alarm goes off. So now I come to my computer and I go, okay, great. I've got a banker's candle. It's broken the structure. It's taken out that last low. So this could be a change of trend. So now I come over here and I place my sell limit, right? Because I know, because this is the banker's candle, they need to come back to this candle to get out of their orders for this candle, right? They need to do what we call mitigate from this candle. So I go ahead and place my sell limit. All right, if you're a newbie, you're going to place your stop loss right here. Okay, so your sell limit is here. Let me make sure I got the right spot. All right, sell limit is right there. My stop loss is right there. I set it all up as a pending order and I walk away. Now either price is going to continue to go down and never get me in the trade. It's going to come up, get me in the trade and take off to profit. Or it's going to come up and blast through and stop me out for a loss. Those are the possible scenarios. And you got to realize no matter how much evidence you stack up, you can always lose. It doesn't guarantee you're going to win. So let's play this out. All right, it keeps going down for a bit. Turns around, comes up. Messing around for a few hours. I'm out enjoying my life. And then what happens? Boom. To the pip entry. I'm now in the trade. My stop loss is back here. And then if I X this out, we can just kind of scroll back and see what happened. Right? The thing dropped for a ton of pips. Right? If we go from here down to here, that was about 110 pips. And then it touched again and dropped, and then it touched a third time and dropped for, this is like over 200 pips right here. Yeah, over 200 pips right down there. Right? And it's all just having patience, waiting for that break of structure to get that extra confirmation that, yes, this has a great potential of moving down. Okay? So that's break of structure, guys. I hope this made this a lot clearer for you. All right, and one last thing: the way you practice this is the same way you practice everything, right? Is just scroll back, for ages, right, and just start looking. Say this is the last bit of structure. This is the last high. So just draw a line there. All right. And look how price came and broke out, right? Come here, you got a low here, right? Look how price came and broke that structure, right? You got a high right here. Look how price came and broke that structure, right? And then came back, right? And just go through and practice this. Right, over and over again. That's the example I did there. And go back. Just, oh, shoosh. Sorry, this keeps magnifying stuff on me. But you go back, and you look at right here, for example, right? Look at the break of structure. Never broke that structure, right? And here's that level right there. It never broke it. Kept bouncing off it, right? So if you were in a buy, if you had harmonic scanner for a buy here, it would have saved you a loss because it never broke the structure. So you never would have got in that trade. Right? Right, coming down, right? You got this structure right here. What's it do? It breaks it, keeps on falling. All right, get this structure here, breaks it, keeps on falling. This structure here, breaks it, keeps on falling. All right, this structure here, breaks it, keeps on falling. This structure here, this low, breaks it, keeps on falling. All right, here's a low, breaks it, keeps on falling. All right, here's another low here, breaks it, boom, drops. All right, here's another low here. All right, breaks it, keeps on dropping. So just practice this. The same thing like I showed you in the other videos. You know, just spend 5-10 minutes a day, you know, identifying levels, you know, higher lows or, you know, lower highs, identifying them and just watching how structure breaks. Okay. So I hope this video was helpful. I hope you understand why break of structure is so important. And let's get on to the next video. Talk to you soon.